Did South Carolina have a serial killer walking among us in 1989? Are Megan and Victor Lee Turner guilty of the 35-year-old murder of Justin Turner? Justin Turner was the stepson of Megan and the son of Victor, and he went missing on March the 3rd of 1989. He was found 2 days later in a cabinet of an RV on their property. Investigators have always believed that Megan Turner was the one who's actually responsible for Justin's death, and they arrested her back in 1989, but they had to release her due to a lack of evidence. But now they brought the charges back, saying that they have new evidence, which is not really new evidence, just a new way of looking at old evidence. Some fibers found on Justin's body, they now say, matched a leash that went to the family pet. Now, the family pet was given away and then buried after it died. They even tried to exhume the body of this pet to match those fibers up. No such luck. So we have some questionable fiber evidence that they're citing as the new evidence for now bringing these charges. But what happened in a courtroom today was like a scene out of Matlock, starring my good friend Sean Kent, who batted it out of the park. The defense's theory is that investigators quickly honed in on Megan Turner and really didn't look anywhere else. They actually had one other suspect, but they quickly ruled him out, and the investigator testified today it just wasn't him. He's in prison now. It didn't match his MO. Justin was picked up off the school bus, like right after he got off the school bus. He was never seen again. He had a strangulation sign, and he showed signs of being assaulted with an object, which they said Megan Turner did to make it look like it was a male attacker. So no DNA in there, but signs of an assault. So when the investigator said it didn't fit the MO of the guy who's in prison, my good friend Sean said, well, what if there was another guy out there? What if there was another guy out there who was known to stalk school buses? Yep, we would look at him. What if he was known to stalk school buses and his victims were strangled? Yep, we'd look at him. What if he was known to stalk school buses, his victims were strangled, and he looked at boys and girls? Yep, we'd definitely look at him. Well, what if that same person did all of those things, but also was impotent and couldn't do the other things, so toys were used? Yeah, but that person just doesn't exist. Okay. In the Matlock Matlock move I've ever seen, my good friend Sean pulled out this letter from the Innocence Project at the UVA School of Law that said there was indeed a serial killer whose MO matched all of those things down to the, hey, I can't perform, so I'm going to use toys. Okay, well, was that guy in South Carolina? Oh, he was in the Navy? Oh, he just happened to be docked in Charleston 20 minutes away on March the 2nd? Oh, and this happened on March the 3rd? Okay, but we're going to focus on Megan Turner. Yeah. So South Carolina did have a serial killer walking among us in 1989. And did he potentially kill Justin Turner? I'd say it's pretty possible, at least rising to reasonable doubt. At least something investigators should be investigating. And this, my friends, is why you don't hone in on one person. And this, my friends, is why you don't believe everything you read about the guilt of a person until you hear everything.